Hi everybody, welcome to True Wants. We're here, we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a true want or become a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that's right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell that's beside that subscribe button, and I recommend that you press it. The reason being, it's called the notification bell, and YouTube will send you one email notifying you that I just uploaded a brand new video. You will see in your inbox the picture of the video with the title, and if you press on the picture, it acts like a shortcut and it takes you directly to the video. It's something I use and I enjoy, and I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out so that you can use it as well. Also, I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I want to make sure that if you press that bell, you'll know right away in your inbox if it's something you need to watch right away or something that you can save to enjoy to watch later. Okay, today I wanted to share this with you. I did a small little bit of this if you watched my unboxing of my Boxycharm video. I received a few palettes, it was either this past Christmas or the Christmas before, from Smashbox. They came in these little containers here, and they were called the CoverShots. And I travel with these and I enjoy these so much. So when I got in my Boxycharm the CoverShot eye palette, I was over the moon. Reason being, it looks like it has a lot of these type of palettes, but all in one large palette. So this is definitely something that I will keep at home and still travel with my little guys. But I was so excited to have the opportunity to get 4 of them inside one of these gorgeous palettes. I'm going to go through it with you and then share with you and do some swatches, so that if you have these guys at home and you didn't get this palette, I want to make sure that you guys, because some of these might show up in the pop-ups at discount, so I want to make sure that you'll be able to know if it's something you need if you already own a couple of these in the colors that I have. Okay, so let's take a look here. I did remove it from here, but inside this palette you also get a full-size gel eyeliner, which I think I took out and put it in where I keep my eye pencils already, so that I can be able to test it for the inner rim. So just so you know that if and when you purchase this palette, it does say in the corner here that it does come with a full-size liner, and it is a gel black eyeliner. And this says Smashbox LA Shot Eye Palette in here, and on the back it tells you that you're going to be getting the full-size always on gel liner inside, and that's the picture of what the product looks like right there. And those are the colors that are inside this palette here. So the top part of this palette has a mirror, so I'm just going to cover it with the box so you guys can see up close what this actual palette looks like. It is just beyond stunning. So those are all the colors there. And then I'm going to show you the ones that I do already own, and then we're going to look to see if there's any items that are in here that are bang on or close to. So if you already own this, you might not want this unless it's the other colors that are in the corner here. From what I'm seeing on mine, and I'll show you again, I think I'm going to be able to match up a lot of the colors that are in these 3 quadrants just with the 2 palettes that I have, but I have nothing for these 3 colors here. So in reference to my Smashbox CoverShot shadows. So I will definitely go through them and we'll try to match up and see what we have here. So in the little guys here, what's great about this is this whole side here is a mirror, and then this is the darker one, and this one is called the Sultry eye palette, and that's what it looks like here. If I can move my fingers, you might be able to see it. That's what it looks like there. And then I'm going to see if any of the names are the same. And in here, the outside of their packaging, I don't know if you saw, they're just so unique. Even on this one here, they're so beautiful. Smashbox does such a great job. I got introduced to Smashbox Cosmetics through their pencils, their eyeshadow brushes, and their primer. They were the first ones to come out with the silicone primer, and I was really excited, and I used those. I still use the brushes, The primer now comes in a tube. It used to come in a glass bottle. I mean, I've been with Smashbox, a user of Smashbox for many, many years. And then this is one of my favorite palettes from them. It's called Ablaze. And if you know me, I love the warm shades. And this is one, like I said, it's called the Ablaze eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to double check here. If you can see, so hard to see. I'm going to try to do my best that I can with these open here. If there's some that I can match up and see how close they are to it. So I'm going to first swatch off, and I have a wet facial wipe here as well as a towel there. So I'm going to first do the one that's the darker shades. The two lighter shades I'm pretty sure are standard, and those are what these two look like here. And then right beside it, I would say they are very close to the large ones. This is going to be hard to keep lifting it for you guys, so I'm just going to keep it down, but I think it's close to those two large shades right over there. So I'm going to take it with my finger and then just do it right above it. So yeah, those look like they are bang on. Hard to see because it's that light shade, but those look like they are very similar. Then the next ones that I can see here are these gray tone shades. There's one in the larger palette, which is this one here. And then there's two matte ones in this, my Cover FX one that's in the Sultry, the mini palette, and those are those two there. So the closest one I think will be this one. So that's what I'm going to swatch from here and then right above there. And those look very similar too. Then the next one that is in the large palette is the shimmery gray shade. Let me try to get this here. Is the middle one here in the large palette, and then this is the smaller palette. So large, small, and we'll do it right beside here, down, and right above it. And those look the same too. So I think that's amazing. And then there's one more that's in the larger palette here in that same small 4 quad. So this one is a shimmery brown. That's from the large one. And there's one here that might be similar. And that's what it looks like there. So it looks like this one here has more of a purple tone to it, and the other one has more of a deeper tone. So those are not bang on, but close. Okay. Then as we move over to the second quad, the only one that is even similar is I'll show you all of them. This one here is from the larger palette, and then there's two that are here in the smaller one. So I think these two are similar, and then this was the other one. So we'll just do these down here. So I think the two on the ends are more of a match, and then the one in the middle is a color that I do not think is in the larger palette at all. So out of all the shades that are in this small guy, the only one that we kind of couldn't match up was that little guy there. So I think that's pretty amazing. Then in my Blaze palette, which is my favorite here, there's not a lot of similarities, but there's some really, really pretty colors here. So let me see what we can do. So of course the standard two shades that are there, those are definitely, you can find in both. And then let's move from this side here. So this is from the smaller palette here, is this color. And then there are two colors here that are a possible match, which are those two there. So let me just do it right above. So again, the two on the end look like they are more of a match than the guy in the middle. So we definitely have some crossover there. Then the next one that is here, I think there's also one that's a match inside here. And we'll take it from this one here. And this is from the larger palette and the smaller. In the pan, this one looked like it would be a match, but looking in the camera now, I don't think so. Yeah, one has more of a rosier tone, and the other one has more of that brownish tone. Then we have a brown that has a bit of a shimmer, and I do not see one that has a bit of a shimmer here. We only have a matte one and possibly this guy. And those are what those three look like here. So these two I'm thinking might be closer. Let's see what we got. No, one has more of a coppery tone and one has more of the brown. So close, but not a whole match. And then we just have a couple more that I definitely give kudos to the girls that are able to find matches in all their different palettes to show us ones that are dupes for these palettes, because this is not easy to do. Okay, the next one, I do not think that there's a match, and this is one of my favorite colors in the Ablaze. And then the closest one I think would be this one, which it's not. So it's got more of that coppery color. Yeah, they're close, but not 100%. And then the other one I think we have will be a match. The last two I think I might be able to match up. Then we have this color from the mini palette and this from the larger palette. We're running out of space. Again, the colors are not bang on, but they're close enough. And then the last is the chestnut brown color. And I think we have one that's very similar. And that's what those two look like here. And we'll do them down here. Yeah, and those look very similar. They're right there. So like I said, if you have the small guys, there's a couple of colors that you'd be missing, but if you love to travel like I do, not always love it, sometimes it's just for business. This is the one that I go with. It's called the Ablaze. But if you have these two palettes and you're not 100% about these three colors here, which if you want, I'll swatch those right now so that you can see the pops of color. So you've really got a fantastic natural palette, and then you've got these three beautiful pops of color that make the palette just a little extra special, and that's what it looks like there. So if you already own, like I do, these three and you're enjoying it, this palette I think is an absolute win, but it's not a must because you pretty much have a lot of the colors, if not bang on, very, very similar. And like I said, the only ones that are really completely unique are these three, and one of the colors that I really enjoy in this one is not in this palette, but I can mix two of these, I think, to get this type of shade that I really, really enjoy down here. So like I said, this was an absolute win for me. It is called the LA CoverShot Palette Eyeshadow. It's made in the USA. These are the smaller CoverShots. So if you have these, double check, and see which ones you have. Like I said, the ones that I have are Ablaze and CoverShot Sultry. So really, really excited that I do own these. I've owned these for a year and they're still in my arsenal. I did not declutter these, but really, really excited to have the opportunity to have some colors that I don't have, but be able to keep this now in my travel bag and still have these sitting in my arsenal here. So wanted to share that with you guys. And like I said, if this is of any interest to you, definitely watch in the pop-up to see if you can get it, or on ULTA when they have those 50% off sales, if this is of any interest to you. I definitely can recommend the Ablaze one from, I use it all the time and really, really enjoy it. So like I said, I'm happy that I was able to get it in a Boxycharm box that was $35, because I think a palette like this is a lot more than $35. All right, once again, thank you so much for tuning in and spending some time with me. I hope everybody is enjoying my content, and you'll take the time to give me a thumbs up, because supposedly that's really important on YouTube's algorithm, because it will show people who are not subscribed to my channel that this type of video that they would recommend to them. And the only way YouTube does that is if you guys help me out with a thumbs up. I hope you will leave a comment down below if you got the Smashbox palette in yours, and if you already own the cover shots in the smaller ones, which ones you own and which ones you enjoy, because Like I said, I'm really enjoying this and very happy that I got that. Everybody, please stay safe, stay well, stay home, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.